And I wonder, who were the people in the community that had a strong influence over you?
Mostly the people up at Tarleton, because that was my life when I got here, is that Cleve Cole was across the street from me, and a lot of people will know. Tarleton students won't, but he was with the sheriff's department, and he was across the street from me. It was the first time I had lived in a house by myself.
Mm-hmm.
And he worked for the sheriff's department forever, and Cleve always made sure that I was okay. Like every time I came in one night, really, really late one night, and I walked in my house and my back door was open, and it scared me. And I ran across the street and I knocked on Cleve's door, and Cleve came over and went through my whole house to make sure that I was okay. And he didn't have to do that, but he just worked for the sheriff's department, and for years. And now I still remain friends with his wife and his son, and I've been with his grandkids as they came through the public school system here in Stephenville. So I've kept those memories. Bob Becker sold me my house. He's also been in Stephenville forever. Mm-hmm. We've remained friends through the whole time that he's been here. I've just kept some of the connections that I made while I was here. As I've gotten older and remained in the community, we go back and reminisce. I still have people that I graduated with here in Tarleton that we still keep in touch and do business stuff together.
Wow.
And it's just a community who takes care of each other. They do.
So what lessons did you learn growing up here?
Of all the lessons I've learned is how community should be, as far as it is a responsibility that you take care of the people around you, that the world does not revolve around you, that not only you're responsible for yourself, but you need to be responsible. And, like we always say in education, it takes a village to raise a child. Well, it kind of takes a village to go through life. And so to use your people and to have good connections with people and to be respectful, but also be there for people when they need them, when they need each other, which that was very different from Abilene, just because you had a lot of people coming in and out of Abilene at different times. The core of the people in Abilene changed frequently, where the core of Stephenville didn't. It was still the same people. There's still the same people here that we met in 1982 to 83 when I came here, that I still keep in touch with. So it's kind of cool.
Yeah. Can you tell us about any stories that have been passed down through your family across generations?
Across generations? Let me think on that one. My dad, was in the Air Force at different times and things about that. He would tell me stories. He lived in Lingleville. He was born in Lingleville. His family all was raised there, and he talked to me at length about how when they finally decided to leave Lingleville, he went by covered wagon and went to Abilene. And he had 4 brothers and sisters, and it took them about 5 days to get to Abilene, and they went with their covered wagon and all their belongings. He did, one trip up here, he did show me the old home place in Abilene, and also took me to the cemetery, in Lingleville. Showed me the old home place in Lingleville, but he took me to the cemetery in Lingleville and showed me all my family that was out there. But he would talk at length about how his uncle, James F. Cox, came and began here at Tarleton, and then he went on to ACU. But did you know that there was a Christian college in Lingleville also back in the and I want to say it was like 1912, maybe even earlier than that. Lingleville had their own Christian college at that time. And James F. Cox went and worked with Lingleville Christian College, and then that college Lingleville Christian College moved to Abilene, which is now ACU, and Abilene Christian College.
Wow.
Over there. So it's pretty interesting when you go back and look it up. It's pretty neat on how all that transpired back in the day.